Hello YouTube and welcome to Lucy's Science Library. So this will be a new YouTube channel where we talk about science fiction books, science theory, science fiction art, stuff of that sort of nature. So a little bit about me and how I ended up getting into sci-fi and science fiction books. When I was about 8 or 9, I was a really avid reader, but I was reading mostly fantasy, that sort of thing. And then my grandpa gave me 2 books, which I actually have right here, which was Childhood's End by Arthur C. Clarke and The Forgotten Planet by Murray Leinster. Hopefully you see those a little bit well. And I read The Forgotten Planet first, and I remember hating it. I didn't really like it at all. I don't even think I ended up finishing it. But the other book, Childhood's End by Arthur C. Clarke, ended up becoming one of my favorite books, point blank. And it ended up leading me down this trail where I started reading a bunch of sci-fi, getting really into it. And eventually it led to my life being anytime I see something with a cheesy robot drawn on the front for $2 at a thrift store, I'm basically sold. The reason I decided to make a YouTube where I talk about sci-fi books is because that's a lot of what I like to watch on YouTube, is channels like Media Death Cult, Book Odyssey, Becky M, other YouTubers who are talking about sci-fi books as well. But I noticed that they're not always talking about the same books that I like and that I'm interested in. So I want to talk about some of those and maybe show people books that nobody showed me and I found by happy accident. At the same time, I want to be different enough from those channels to not take away from them in any kind of way or step on their toes. I just feel like if I'm going to have this channel and talk about the same things, that I need to be different enough. So hopefully we can do that by also talking about sci-fi artists, maybe cool or interesting science facts or theories. We'll kind of see how the channel goes on. Speaking of great sci-fi artists, by the way, this tapestry that's behind me was made by Elise Roden from Estonia. She's a great artist that does all kinds of art, but I really like her sci-fi collections, and I found this tapestry on Redbubble, so you should definitely go check her out. I'll have a screenshot of it coming up right about here. Yeah, so definitely look into her. She's great. So yeah, welcome once again to the channel. Hopefully I can introduce y'all to some cool sci-fi books that I really like, and maybe we can get a community going. Y'all can introduce me to some. Big fan of old and new, so everything goes around here. Hope to see you again in the comments section and on future videos. Later. And if anybody was wondering where the name Lucy Science Library comes from, it's kind of a double meaning. One, like Lucy, the early hominid, and two, because of Lucy here, my little son. So yeah, hope to see you soon.